Hello, this is Melanie, and I'm still at the ice cream store, so I thought I would do another video. So, this video is going to be about being adopted. So, I was put in a foster home when I was a toddler, so I don't even know exactly when, because I get conflicting information. So, I don't know if I was put in a foster home when I was a baby or if I was 1 year old or 2 year old or 3 years old. It's not completely clear for me. Though what I do know is that I was put in a foster home when I was really young, and in fact I was put in several different foster homes. And it's had a huge impact on me. So as a little girl, when you're going from one home to the next and you don't know where your home is and you don't feel connected to any of the homes, it's a feeling that's it's hard to explain and it's hard to put in words, and so that's partly why I'm doing this video. So I was put in a foster home early on, so I don't remember having a lot of childhood memories that I felt connected as a child. In fact, I always felt like I wasn't wanted, and each home I would go to, it's like at the time I felt as if why I couldn't stay in one home is because nobody wanted me there. I learned later that it wasn't necessarily the case because it's part of the foster adoption system, is that children move from one place to the next until there is a appropriate match, and there's so many other factors, legal, political, and so many other things. So as a little girl, I was put in all these different foster homes, and then I stayed at one foster home for several years. I was at that foster home, and while I was at that foster home, children were coming and going the whole time. So at the time it was really, really challenging, though I also learned a lot early on that part of creating your home is creating a space that whoever is in your family or even amongst your friends right now, that those are important people in that moment. Though at the time, when people are coming and going all the time, and just when you're getting to know them or connect with them and then they're gone, you learn really, really quickly, it's like it was really hard to even connect with the foster children, because they would come long enough and then they would be gone, and then there would be this big hole in my heart, and not sure if I would ever see them again, and not even clearly understanding. So in my foster home that I was at for several years, I ended up getting adopted in that foster home when I was 8 years old. And in addition to myself, which I'm half Chinese and half German American, I also was adopted into a family with an African American brother, an African American sister, and a sister who had cerebral palsy. And I was the oldest of those of us who ended up getting adopted. There was 4 of us, and we ended up getting adopted into a family that had 5 biological children of their own. So there was 9 of us total, and it sounds like really wonderful and great, and in many contexts it really was. And at the same time, it was really, really, really challenging. I had so many challenges, and I will begin to unravel some of those challenges. One of the challenges is that I often felt as a little girl that even though I was adopted into this home, that I felt that I wasn't even wanted in the home. Because especially since there was 5 biological children of their own, then when there was 1 adopted, and then 2 adopted, and then 3 adopted, and 4 adopted, it's hard to really give your love and attention and your care for so many children. And so oftentimes I felt there was energy in the air, like, why do we need all these children here when we already have so many children of our own? And so as a little girl, that really impacted me also. And another thing that was really challenging is that I was the oldest of the four of us who were foster children and then eventually adopted. So early on, I played like a mother role or a big sister role, because the other biological children, they were a few years older than me, so most of them started to leave the home. And for a long time, it was just me with the younger siblings. So I was playing this mother role. So in one sense, I never had a mother for somebody to take care of me. So my adopted